Come back. School's out soon and the festive season is almost here, just under a month to Christmas. If you're looking for ways to entertain children and adults, a Disney classic is coming to the rescue. The Lion King Live takes place at the Sun Arena at Times Square in Pretoria from the 10th of December. And prominent South African conductor Eddie Clayton joins me to tell us exactly what to expect. Eddie, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much, Annie. Lovely to be here.
Right, so what can we expect to happen? As far as I'm understanding, it's a screening of a movie with a live performance of the musical score.
Correct. I think we're all actually quite excited to see what's going to happen. So first for Africa. So the idea is that they're going to project the movie high definition onto a massive screen, and beneath that screen will be the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra performing the soundtrack, Hans Zimmer soundtrack live. So
that's incredibly moving, because a live performance of anything is so much more tangible. The audience gets really swept along by the drama of the music.
Absolutely. Well, not just the audience, I mean the musicians as well. It's that journey. And as I said, it's a first for Africa, and quite apt that it's the Lion King coming back to Africa. So it's very exciting. It's historic for us.
Yeah. And tell me about the score, because it's such a dramatic and moving piece, and yet you're saying again as well that it has such amazing resonance for Africans. What does it sort of entail for the musicians in terms of that emotion? Well,
look, I've been going through the score now for the better part of 3 or 4 weeks now. It's just emotion. Zimmer is such a clever composer. You know, obviously with the Elton John numbers, the famous songs that come along, Zimmer has created this incredible underscoring, which carries this entire movie on its shoulders. For example, and I don't want to go there, but the horrendous Mufasa scene with the wildebeest, it's so emotive. It's going to bring people to tears, myself included.
So how do you manage that kind of emotion while you're conducting a philharmonic orchestra of 84 performers?
Well, you don't. You basically get you throw yourself into it, and the more emotion that comes out, the more it is expressed, and the more it reads in the audience.
So this is a lot of preparation. Just to have a look here at the press release. So 84 musicians.
Correct.
Across all the disciplines, and they are some of the most skilled instrumentalists in South Africa. And
what's nice is, you're absolutely correct, but it's a proudly South African. It's a local orchestra. The top musicians very often in the world that are performing on this arena. And they're also just as excited as everybody else. You know, we're very used to playing symphonies and ballets and that type of thing. And this is something right outside of our comfort zone, something brand new. And to sync to this live movie in front of 7,000 people is going to be quite something.
How is the practicing?
Well, we haven't got there yet. I think I see the auction 2 weeks. So we start with 2 read-throughs.
And are you going to do that with the movie in the background?
The initial one, interestingly enough, we don't do that. I'm going to have a reference next to me, but we're going to basically read through the notes and bash through all the notes and hope we get all the things right. It's just that they don't get a fright when we get in with the actual feed.
Absolutely.
So they've got an idea of where they need to go and look at things and whatnot. And it's quite an intense score. I've had a very good look. They're going to work hard on this show.
It's a very intense story, if you think about it. It is.
It's very intense, and you tend to forget until you've watched it again. You know, I watched the first one came out, I think, 25 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
And there's reasons why it's been such a success throughout its time.
It's an iconic piece of work, yeah.
Right, so tell us about the dates and where people can get tickets.
All right, so it's the 10th, 11th and 12th of December, happening at the Sun Arena in Menlyn. The shows in the evenings are 7:30, and there's one matinee performance, which is 2 o'clock on the 12th. That's the Thursday. So that's an ideal time to bring your kids out. But bring everybody. Bring the business, bring the office, bring the kids, bring grandma.
Much better way of having a year-end party than going to a restaurant and drinking too much and everyone having to
something out of the box. Yeah, correct.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, we definitely look forward to that. All the best. Break a leg. I know it's terrible luck to tell people good luck for a performance.
No, you're absolutely right.
And enjoy.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking to Eddie Clayton. That performance of Disney's iconic Lion King Live to take place, as we've said, at the Sun Arena, Times Square in Pretoria, the 10th, 11th and 12th of December.